Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel Caffeinated Coders. This is me Shagni Ghosh, and on this very video I'm going to teach you how to install VS Code Python on your system so that you can start on with your Python development in the era of 2026. So without any delay, let's get back to our web browser. You can use any browser, whether it's Chrome, Brave, Opera, anything. But in my case, I'm using Microsoft Edge. Once you go to Microsoft Edge, search for Python Portable, because that's like low end version of Python which would be running easily on your system if you're working on, like, I am making this series based on the mind that most of you have a low end system on your side. But even if you have a high end system, you can just go ahead and download the normal version of Python instead of this portable version. So we will go to this link, click on it, scroll down, come to the sections of stable releases. And under stable releases, we will go to the latest version, that is 3.13.12. After you go that, you will download in the embedded package of Windows Embeddable Package 64 bits. I've already installed it, so I won't be showing you the installation process. But once you have installed it, you have to go to your Explorer, go to your C drive or D drive, whatever you have, and you have to, like, create a portable apps file. Under there, you have to extract all the files for your Python, just like this manual. After you have extracted all your files, head over to this file, just zooming in a bit, and scroll down. You will be getting a file called Python 313.pth. Hit on it, edit in Notepad, and once the Notepad opens on your system, normally there has to be a hash over here, like this thing will be normally. But now, as we are on a portable version, we will just delete this thing and click on save and close it. And now your Python is ready to run on your system. Even to test it, just minimize the windows a bit. We can go to, like, cmd in our case, and then type Python, and you'll be seeing the version, the date this version was released, which is February 3, 2026, the time, and other informations. And now if you go ahead, do some calculations, like 3 plus 5, which is 8. This is a function of the ramp of Python. I'll be talking about this in the upcoming video, but for now we'll just go ahead and exit. Now we need to download VS Code. In the same manner, we'll go to Visual Studio Code and hit the download button from here. Now this doesn't need the, means it also has a web version as well as a portable version, but I don't suggest using either of the two. We will go for the normal stable version of this AI code editor, which is actually an open source one. Now once you have done this, what you should do is that you should go ahead and choose some of the options. Means there will be certain options, like if I just go ahead and show you the installation process once only, means I've already installed it. Still, I'm just gonna show you. If I go and hit the download button, this is the options section. You can go for the .zip or the command line interface one or the system installer, but we'll normally click on this one. A notification will come. You have to click on keeps, and it will be downloading on your system. But just let's wait. I'm gonna not go with the downloads version because I've already downloaded it. What you have to do is that there will be certain options where it will be saying that open with the file explorer or with the open with the operated file explorer. You're just going to select all of the options, but don't go with the system paths option. After you have installed both your Python and Visual Studio Code on your system, now the next thing that we are going to do is that we'll be going to edit some of the environment variables. Type environment variables, you will see this edit the system environment variables. Click open. A window like this would come up. Click on this option and yep, now you are on the new screen. Now what you are going to do is that you will click on edit, or you can select this Python script, but in my case I have already done it, so I'm just gonna delete it. You will go to edit, and then once you come back to edit, you will click on new and just give your Python variable path. And as I've already done it, this will be my path, so you'll just click on edit and give this path in your 7 and just go ahead OK, another OK, another OK. Now you're good to go. Now what we need to do is that we need to enable certain settings in our Visual Studio Code. Once the Visual Studio Code opens up on your screen, in my case it will be a old window because I have done certain customizations on which I'll be giving you a separate video. What you have to go is that you need to go to your terminal in Visual Studio Code with, let me just wait, I'll just go with the one, just a minute. Alright, so once you are on the Visual Studio Code, I just need to do certain restarts and upgradation for the Visual Studio Code to open. What we are going to do simply is that Control Shift P, or I'll just go ahead Control Shift P, and we need to go to Select Interpreter for the Python. You will see certain options. If you have done the way exactly I showed you, you will be getting these two options. You will click on this one and it will automatically set that thing as your Python interpreter. Now we'll go to Control plus B, and yep, you can double click on it to create it like day one and it's say day two, and boom, your files are ready to go, good to go. And I hope you like this video. In the upcoming videos, I'll be showing you how or what is the basics of Python development. Thank you and do subscribe to my channel.